too hard.
Welcome to Pure Power Wrestling PowerSlam. My name is Kevin Farrell, and in our main event tonight, for the first time ever, Chris Parrish and Cyanide go one-on-one in singles action. But first, mixed tag team competition as Sydney Steele and Angelica team up to take on Kato and Saraya Sawyer. And we are going straight to the ring. It looks like Kato might have something to say.
Lethbridge, there's just something I need to know tonight. Just who exactly is the sexiest couple here? Is it me and Saraya and Sydney Steele and Angelica? We're gonna do this the right way.
Well, a little bit of an unorthodox question here, and an unorthodox start to this match from Kato. Normally a competitor in the ring, but I mean, they're looking for a sexiest couple competition, and I gotta say, a very impressive pose here from Kato and Saraya Sawyer. Let's see what's coming up from Sydney Steele and Angelica. Well, you hear the reaction from the PPW crowd. It almost seems like Sydney Steele and Angelica may have expected something like this out of Kato and Saraya Sawyer. Well, Kato and Saraya Sawyer now going to try the same thing, and a little bit of a miscue. It doesn't look like they quite know what's going on. Well, Saraya Sawyer tripping over Kato's foot. Like I said, a miscue here from Kato and Sawyer. It doesn't look like they're quite on the same page at the beginning of this match.
Maybe a better couple, but the teamwork is on our side.
Well, Kato now claiming the teamwork is on their side. What exactly does he have in mind as Saraya Sawyer climbs up to the second rope and getting onto the shoulders of Kato into an electric chair position? But Steele and Angelica look like they are more than happy to oblige. Sydney Steele now with ease lifting Angelica up into the air, and we've got a regular chicken fight, folks. These two teams circling, and a bit of an unorthodox lockup as they shove them both to the mat. Electric chair inadvertently to Saraya Sawyer from Kato. Sawyer back up, head of steam, and dropped with a double clothesline from Steele and Angelica. And Steele and Angelica, they are on top here. They've got Kato hooked. Double vertical suplex to Kato, puts him down, and both members of the Cat's Meow now retreating to the floor. Kato getting into the face of the PPW fans. They've got to climb into the ring here. They've got a 10 count to work with or risk getting counted out. And it looks as though Saraya Sawyer may be the one starting this match for her team, which means Angelica will be starting the match for hers. And our official here, Curtis Barnum, calls for the bell. We are officially underway. Both women circling. Angelica trying to get these fans behind her. Collar and elbow tie up center of the ring. Angelica goes behind. And a reversal go behind from Saraya Sawyer. Angelica now trying to fight back. What does she have in mind? And easily breaking the grip of the smaller Sawyer and locking in a wrist lock. Sawyer fights back with an elbow, a wrist lock of her own, and biting the hand of Angelica. Biting Angelica's hand, not sportsmanlike, but it is effective. Angelica, though, with a very fancy reversal into a wrist lock. Transitioning into a side Russian leg sweep, hooking the leg. Not even a 1 count, though. Not nearly enough to put Saraya Sawyer away. And, well, Kato appears hesitant to tag in, but makes the tag. A little bit of an argument. Like I said, I don't know if the Cat's Meow are quite on the same page in this match. Well, these fans, they seem to want Kato to get into the ring and wrestle Angelica. I mean, very unorthodox decision here if this is the way things are going to go. And the tag is made. We've got Sydney Steele and Kato now. The fans letting Kato know exactly what they think of him. Sydney Steele now going to go up top. And you hear the reaction from these PPW fans for Sydney Steele, the fan favorite in this match. And it looks like he is ready to go. Collar and elbow tie up, center of the ring. Sydney Steele taking a wrist lock on Kato. That wrist lock is in tight. Kato, handful of hair, just enough to reverse into a wrist lock of his own. Steele rolls through, takes a wrist lock once again. He is not going to let Kato show him up in this match. And Steele transitioning into that hard side headlock. Kato now trying to fight back. Series of elbows to the gut, shoots Steele off, and Steele flips right through, and Kato with a boot to the gut, down on the mat. Stomp here, and Angelica able to stop Saraya Sawyer before she could get involved with a drop toe hold. Angelica looks for the double cartwheel splash. Both opponents getting their feet up. Kato throwing Saraya Sawyer into Steele. No luck, but causing just enough of a distraction to provide the neck breaker to Steele. Kato on top now. And locking in the rear chin lock on Sydney Steele. It doesn't appear like he's got quite enough weight on the shoulders of Steele to hold him down, though. Steele trying to get these fans behind him. Trying what he can to break out of this hold. Back up to his feet, like I said, not quite enough weight to hold him down. Series of shots to Kato, and Kato trying to pull the hair. Not Sydney Steele gonna have none of that. And Kato going straight to the throat to whip Steele down to the mat. Kato now looking to knot up that hamstring, keep Steele off of his feet. And Kato maybe taking a little bit too much time between moves here to give Steele some time to recover. You saw that shot to the gut. Kato trying to take over once again. He gets Steele into the corner, and there we go with the boots to Sydney Steele, putting him down. Saraya Sawyer makes the tag. She will be legal now against Sydney Steele, and well, I'm not sure quite how effective these stomps are against a much bigger opponent, Sydney Steele. She tags right out to Kato. Kato now back into the ring, much closer in size to Sydney Steele than Saraya Sawyer is. And Kato hanging Sydney Steele up over the middle rope with the choke, and now pulling the referee's attention away as Saraya Sawyer attempts a choke. Curtis Barnum on top of things here, catching Saraya Sawyer. Sydney Steele tossed out of the ring right to the floor. Disrespect, complete and utter disrespect from Kato. And Saraya Sawyer now on top of Steele. Angelica trying to break it up. A shot now to Saraya Sawyer, finally gets her off Steele's back. Saraya with an overhand chop to Angelica. Curtis Barnum, he's got to regain some control here. A chop from Angelica, some more shots here. And these two women going at it on the floor as Kato has Sydney Steele in a leg lock in the center of the ring. It looks like they may have retreated to their corners here. Steele is going to try to get out of this leg lock if he doesn't want to submit. This crowd behind Sydney Steele trying to will him on. Reaching for the ropes and manages to grab the bottom rope. Kato's got till 5, disqualified on 5. He breaks the hold. Sydney Steele looking for the tag, Kato on top of it, able to make sure he's not able to make the tag. Kato's got him set up, he's gonna be looking for that ripcord stunner. Spin Steele out, stunner puts Steele down. Steele rolling close to his corner though. Kato pushing him back into his own corner. Trying to cut off the ring, stop Sydney Steele from getting to Angelica. And Kato now normally would be going for a pinfall. Feeling a little bit cocky here though, going to bring Saraya Sawyer into the match. This may be the fatal mistake on the part of the Cat's Meow. Saraya Sawyer up to the second rope. Looks to drop a head. Nobody home. Sydney Steele rolls out of the way. Saraya Sawyer head first into the mat. Able to make a tag to Kato. Sydney Steele trying to recover, but Kato right back on top. And Kato now going up to the top rope. Again, this may be a mistake from the Cat's Meow. Kato looks for a splash. Sydney Steele rolls in. Both men down. Center of the ring. Angelica here ready for a tag. Steele has got to recover for Angelica to make the tag and bring herself in if Steele wants any hope of winning this match. Referee Barnum up to 3. Steele pounds the mat and makes the tag to Angelica. Kato running into a shoulder tackle. Sawyer the same shoulder tackle. Angelica, House of Fire now, making the tag to Sydney Steele. What do they have in mind? Steele lifts Angelica up and runs her boots first into Saraya Sawyer, running her boots first into Kato as well. Steele looks like he's gotten his second wind in this match. Steele going for the cover. 1, 2, only a 2 count, not enough to put Kato away. The women now brawling on the floor. And these two women brawling here at ringside. Angelica on top. Wait, what is this? Nasty Nate Nixon from behind, grabbing the boot of Angelica. And, well, Nate and Saraya Sawyer. Oh, running Angelica face first into the post. Angelica is down. And Sydney Steele now, I mean, out to check on Angelica. She was run face first by 2 people into the post. Kato down in the ring, but I mean, Steele checking on Angelica is more important to him here than winning this match. Giving chase to Nasty Nate. Nasty Nate making sure he stays away from Sydney Steele. And I mean, Saraya Sawyer getting right into Steele's face. And I mean, Saraya Sawyer in Steele's face, shoving him here at ringside. He doesn't have much choice here. I mean, it's not like he could attack Saraya Sawyer. Well, Steele with the distraction off Saraya Sawyer, unable to make the referee's 10 count. And folks, we've got a count out. The cat's meow with Kato down and out in the center of the ring. I mean, technically, the winners here in this match. And Steele checking on Angelica at ringside. Kato down and out in the center of the ring. He doesn't look like the winner of this match.
Your winner by countout, the team of Kato and Saraya Sawyer.
Well, there you have the official decision here. Winners by countout, Kato and Saraya Sawyer. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get to our main event this evening, let's take a moment to help thank the sponsors that make PPW possible, starting of course with Backbreaker Media, the Flamin Group of Companies, RPH Irrigation Services Limited, the Smokehouse Barbecue and Bar official after party of Pure Power Wrestling, Party Central Party Supplies, Domino's Pizza, Logic Lumber, Sam's Donaires and Hamburgers, New Light Electric, and of course King of Trade, where you can get your tickets to all PPW events. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, next week on PowerSlam TV we will have highlights from the Power Rumble to crown the new #1 contender for the PPW Heavyweight Championship. But now we go to ringside. Chris Parrish up on the top rope, and well, a very unfamiliar sound here for Chris Parrish. Cheers from the PPW fans. And I mean, Parrish earning the respect of the PPW fan base ever since taking the Irishman to his limits in a brutal last man standing match that ended in a handshake. Something I thought I would never see from the Irishman and Chris Parrish. But I mean, he appears to have won over the PPW fans. I mean, going one-on-one with Cyanide in this match. And here we see PPW Commissioner Vinny Valentine at ringside, accompanying Cyanide as they attack from behind on Chris Parrish. That's one way to start the match, as PPW official Shane Williams calls for the bell. Cyanide on top of Chris Parrish, choking him on the ropes. I mean, a shot from behind, completely unsportsmanlike, but not at all unlike Cyanide. And Cyanide with boots to the gut of Parrish. Irish whip, corner to corner, hard Irish whip. Parrish goes in hard and he is down on the mat. And Cyanide firmly in control in the early going of this match after an attack from behind on Chris Parrish. Parrish slow to make his way back to his feet and stands right up into a clothesline from Cyanide. And Cyanide going to the top rope and just soaking it in from these PPW fans. He is on top of Chris Parrish, and there you see Vinny Valentine, PPW Commissioner no less. Vinny Valentine in the background choking Chris Parrish on the middle rope, keeping Cyanide on top. And once again, an Irish whip. Cyanide, though, taking his time. He may live to regret this decision as Parrish gets the boots up off the middle rope with a beautiful flying back elbow. Parrish now trying to mount some sort of offense. Irish whip. Looking for a clothesline, but Cyanide very intelligently holding onto those ropes, dropping down to ringside. Going to be rethinking his strategy here a little bit. Chris Parrish, though, having none of that with a beautiful flipping plancha over the top rope to the floor to Cyanide. These fans absolutely loving this new offense, this new attitude from Chris Parrish. Parrish puts Cyanide back into the ring, but Vinny Valentine grabbing the feet of Parrish. Parrish now going after Valentine, and referee Williams here exerting some of his discretion not to disqualify Cyanide for the interference. Parrish gives chase and gets taken down by a clothesline from Cyanide. Cyanide back on top in this match after a brief flurry of offense from Chris Parrish. And there we see the big forearm shot to the back. And Cyanide now choking Parrish over the middle rope. Vinny Valentine now with a choke of his own as Cyanide distracts referee Shane Williams. This exactly what you've come to expect from the duo of Cyanide and Vinny Valentine, and I don't know why I expected any less. I don't know why I expected any different from Vinny Valentine now that he's PPW Commissioner, as you see Cyanide drop Chris Parrish in the center of the ring with a beautiful body slam and drop a leg across the throat of Parrish. Lateral press. No hook of the leg and still a 2 count on Chris Parrish. And Cyanide now looking to work on the neck and the shoulder of Chris Parrish. Parrish with a history of shoulder problems in PPW. And getting into an argument with the PPW fans. Parrish trying to get these fans behind him. And a series of elbows raining down blows to the chest of Parrish. Cyanide makes the cover. Parrish kicking out at 2. Parrish now fighting back to his feet. A series of shots to the gut, and there we see, pulled right down by the hair, the much taller opponent Cyanide, able to get that leverage advantage, unlike what we saw with Kato and Steele earlier tonight. The taller opponent with the longer hair, able to reef Chris Parrish down to the mat, and now we see him locking in a very tight, very heavy rear chin lock onto Chris Parrish. That's a lot of weight on the back of Parrish. This chin lock not necessarily going to get a submission, but going to take the wind away from Parrish. Make sure he is not able to fight back. Not nearly enough to put Parrish away yet. Chris Parrish firing up. He's got these fans firmly behind him. As I said, something I never thought I would see for Chris Parrish as he fights back with blows here to Cyanide. Cyanide now blocks and breaks the eyes of Chris Parrish, as once again he takes the attention of official Shane Williams, and Chris Parrish, this might as well be a 2-on-1 handicap match. As, I mean, Vinny Valentine inserting himself in this match completely at will. And what is referee Shane Williams going to do as Cyanide runs right through Chris Parrish with a huge big boot, putting him down. And Cyanide now making the cocky cover, not going to be nearly enough to put Parrish away. Drops the knee across the chest. And Cyanide leaps, and once again a knee across the chest of Parrish. Hooking the leg lateral press. Only a 1 count. Shane Williams slow to get down on the count here. And Cyanide going right back to that rear chin lock. Once again looking to cut off the oxygen, looking to cut off the ability of Chris Parrish to breathe, to make any sort of a comeback in this match. Parrish struggling to get free. This hold is in very tight. Struggles, manages to get back to his feet. Shots to the gut and the point of the elbow to the back of the neck. That'll send shocks through the system of Chris Parrish. Cyanide's got Parrish up. Looks to drop him again with a body slam. Parrish, though, able to recover and hit that IRA. Irishman's IRA. Both men down. Center of the ring. What is Parrish got to do here to mount any sort of sustained offense against Cyanide in this match? Both men are down. Whoever can get back to their feet first, I mean, he is going to be the one with the advantage moving forward in this match. And a kip up from Chris Parrish. Cyanide back to his feet. Clothesline from Parrish. Irish whip follows it up with a calf kick. Making the cover, hook of the leg. Only 2, not enough to put Cyanide away. Not nearly enough after the brutal beating Cyanide has handed out in this match. Cyanide breaks the grip of Parrish. Irish whip reversed. And Parrish with a spine buster, again a move you normally see from the Irishman, as Parrish hooks the leg, only a 2 count. And Chris Parrish now thinking, pointing to the top rope. This is a new style of wrestling from Chris Parrish, a much more exciting style of wrestling, faster paced. Irish whip. Parrish follows it up with a beautiful splash. Shot to the gut. He's got him hooked up for the parachute and drops him center of the ring with the parachute. Well, these fans want to see Chris Parrish fly. He's going to go up to the top rope. This is a long way to go. Last time we saw this from Parrish, it did not go well. And Vinny Valentine up on the apron. I mean, distraction here to Chris Parrish, and Parrish is not going to let Vinny Valentine just interfere in this match anymore. The PPW commissioner, this cannot bode well for Chris Parrish. If he puts his hands on the commissioner, winding up, he is going to knock Vinny Valentine for a new one. Roll up, though, from Cyanide with his feet on the ropes. Caught by the referee. Creating just enough separation here for Parrish to get back to his feet. Super kick finds the mark on Cyanide. Cyanide is down. Parrish back up to his feet. And well, Vinny Valentine rolling the mask, rolling the head into the ring. Once again, causing the distraction. And I mean, Parrish, this may not be the best decision. Getting his revenge on Vinny Valentine. But the distraction here, Cyanide has got the mask in hand. Parrish doesn't see it. His back to Cyanide. And the mask right to the head of Chris Parrish. Parrish is down. Parrish taking that moment to get revenge on Vinny Valentine. Hook of the leg, 1, 2, 3, it is all over. Chris Parrish taking his eye off the mark for just a moment, and that is all it took for Cyanide to take the advantage and win this match. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a feeling, well, Cyanide does not appear to be done. Holding up that head, holding up the mask that helped him win this match, ladies and gentlemen. And I have a feeling, the strangest feeling, that this is not over between Cyanide and Chris Parrish, as Cyanide makes his exit the victor in this match, but I mean, the bigger story, the mask to the face of Chris Parrish and the constant interference from PPW Commissioner Vinnie Valentine, as if the official could have done anything, even if he wanted to. The outright abuse of power from PPW's Commissioner Vinnie Valentine. And these fans letting Cyanide and Valentine know exactly what they think. A very disappointed Chris Parrish left in the ring, but as I said, not much that could have been done. Parrish took the opportunity where he saw it to take his shot, to get his revenge on Vinnie Valentine, and the distraction just enough to allow Cyanide to get his hands on that mask and pick up the win. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I don't think this is the last we are going to see of Chris Parrish and Cyanide here in PPW. For Pure Power Wrestling, my name is Kevin Farrell. Thank you for joining us, and tune in next week.